If you've ever had a tangled skein of yarn, you know it is super annoying to have to untangle it as you're winding a ball. The best thing that you can do to prevent tangles is to tie your skein well and with lots of ties. Here I am tying a figure 8 with a contrasting color of yarn. That tie gets tied into a overhand knot, and I make sure to secure the loose end of the skein in that knot. Now I am going to secure the other loose end of the skein in the same way. The contrasting color of yarn goes into a figure 8 shape. Those two ends are joined together along with that loose end, tied into an overhand knot. These two ties are slightly less than a quarter of the way around the skein apart from each other. I'm going to go slightly less than halfway around the skein to the opposite side and tie another tie. Again, this is the same process. I'm creating a figure 8 with the contrasting yarn and an overhand knot. I want the ties to be secure but not too tight around the yarn because that may make it more prone to being cut when you go to cut the ties. I'm going to tie my last tie for a total of 4 ties in the skein. You need to have at least 3 for a best practice, but I've found, especially with larger skeins and skeins that I'm going to be washing or dyeing, that 4 is really the best practice. Now my yarn has come out of the dye pot, and you can see that that skein is no longer looking nice, crisp, and organized. What I'm going to do is stretch it out gently to kind of pull those tangles apart. This helps to reestablish that nice even coil that you created on your skein winder. I'm going to go around and check all the ties to make sure that everything is secure and make sure that I'm pulling it gently as I go along. I don't want the yarn to break or to snap. Lastly, I'm going to check to make sure that the yarn is all going in the correct direction around the ties. Sometimes it jumps over a tie and starts to go in the wrong direction, and that can create tangles when you go to wind the ball. So just check that and fix it. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out.